I appreciate you guys joining today for our weekly affiliate call. So today we're looking more at some SMS strategies. So one of the main goals of this is just to get the product in front of more eyeballs. So whether that's you guys, you showing to other people. I know not all of our affiliates are on the product again. So just want to give the product, it's some visibility and just show some strategy as well. So for you guys and for those who are looking at the platform, obviously a big way to promote something is knowing its success and knowing the results that it can produce. So just yesterday, I met up with Jason. He's from our success team, and he's dealing, daily, working with people who are actually on the product, helping them, making sure they're using it effectively and efficiently. So we have a little video today. Again, our call today, we're looking at when and why to push somebody to a call. So obviously launch, right? No one's closing a deal through text messaging. So launch, again, is that tip of the spear lead gen tool. You're filtering people through those conversations, and obviously getting somebody on the phone, you're able to just address a lot more questions and actually have a real conversation, right? Just versus some back and forth on text. So let me get a little share screen going here. Let's go. QuickTime Player. All right, and then you guys let me know if you can. I just want to make sure the audio is good when I play this, that you guys can hear this. If you could let me know.
What's going on, Launch Affiliates? Thanks for joining us this week. Again, we have our special guest, Jason.
You can hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, good. Awesome. So we'll just go through this super quick video, then we'll hit some questions at the end. But again, this is some SMS strategy here for you guys.
Success. He helped us out a couple of weeks ago looking at the platform. Just our main goal is really just showing the platform off more to you guys. And I know that not all of our affiliates are current launch users. So it's cool to just have some SMS strategy inserted in these weekly calls. And so today we want to cover when and why to push a lead to a call. And so Jason is going to show us a few examples that we've had to, in terms of getting people on a call, like when you should do it, the reasons for why, and just how to do so. And obviously a bit of a preface, obviously you're not going to just join Launch Control and start taking calls. So Jason will give us a little overview. Thanks for joining us, brother.
Absolutely, Max, man. It's always a pleasure joining with you and doing such videos. Alrighty, so guys, it's pretty much Max mentioned today. We're going to be covering what P2C is, what it means, why it's beneficial for the business. But first, we're going to go over just a couple of steps that you would need to take after you sign up with Launch Control before you actually start landing those responses in your inbox and actually engaging with a customer on a phone call. So I'm going to start sharing my screen real quick. So, yeah. And let's see. Alrighty, so pretty much the first thing that shows up in your account when you log into your account is the dashboard, showing you all the most important KPIs. This is pretty much straightforward, so that this is not really a first step that you need to take because nothing much that you need to do when it comes to the dashboard. So if we're going to be taking the first step would be the direct import page, which is used to import your list of leads that you previously got from, whichever lead source you prefer. After that, for each list that we create, we also have to have a specific campaign so we can assign those leads from the list to the campaign. After that, we're not really looking at the list anymore because all of our prospects are right now in our campaigns. So moving forward, we're only looking at the campaigns. The next step after we've got our leads in our campaigns would be creating the templates. So we have to set the templates first, and then we're going to be using them in the batches, which I will explain shortly. We have a couple of different types of messages: initial messages, where you are engaging with a prospect for the first time; quick replies that allow you to, these are pretty much canned responses to allow you to, pretty much more speed of play. Instead of manually writing each message, you can just create a quick reply and send it over. And the follow-up messages are mostly used for non-responders. We're not going to be going into that today. And then the final step, after we've imported our list, created a campaign, set up our templates, the next thing would be going to batches, creating a new batch, and pretty much sending those messages. Now, after we've sent those messages, those leads are going to land nowhere other than your inbox. So this is where the whole action takes place. You're going to be spending around 90% of your time in your inbox. Now, I'm just going to minimize this window so we can get into the good stuff. So as I mentioned in the beginning, we're going to be covering what P2C is, why it's beneficial for your business. Now, there are going to be two stages of why it's beneficial. First, I'm going to talk about the first part. We're going to dive into some examples and the screenshots that I have prepared. And then we're going to dive into the second part of why it's beneficial. So let's get into it. P2C stands for push to call. This is when you call the leads that have responded to your initial message as opposed to continuing the conversation via SMS. But why? here comes the first part. First one would be to make a connection. Calling someone instead of texting them will allow you to have a more in-depth conversation and will be less likely to result in miscommunication. To capture their reactions and emotions real time, it allows you to read the room better, if you know what I mean. It also helps you to address their questions or concerns immediately. It gives you leverage. And also, well, it's pretty much to make sure that we do not miss the opportunity. The outcome of a phone call is concluded much faster than of a text message. And finally, because this is the best use of our time, productivity, efficiency, effectivity, and cost-wise, 4 and 1. Now let's get into those examples. First, we're going to categorize them by types of prospects, or should I say types of responses. So we have positive responses, we have neutral responses, and we also have the soft no's. Positive responses are basically replies that showed or reciprocated interest. Simply put, those that said yes. For example, yes, I'm interested. Sure, what's your offer, etc. So the first example would be in this case. Ready? So in this case, would be the positive answer, where Irene in this case responded with, yes, planning on putting our house on the market soon. The second example would be,
We can't see it, brother.
oh, you can see it?
Yeah, it's not showing on the screen. It's just the, I think you're just sharing your, yeah, exactly, the browser.
You're absolutely right. My
There it is. You're good, no worries.
Okay, so positive response. The first example, as I mentioned, Irene saying, yes, planning on putting our house on the market soon. The second example of a straight up positive response would be just a simple, yes, it's available for purchase for $1.5 million. Let me know if you would like to move forward. Going into those neutral responses, these are the leads that responded with a statement that did not say yes, but did not say no either. For example, who are you? How did you get my number? Who's this? And other examples. So I pretty much have one example, but it really concludes all the other examples altogether. So who's this? How did you get my number? Etc., etc. And then going into those soft no's, which are leads that said no, but gave you a time frame. Right. So it wasn't really just no, not for sale, not interested, but no, not now, no, maybe in 3 months, I'll list it in the next 6 months, et cetera, et cetera. So for the first example, it would be not at this time, have a great week. The second example would be, in this case, not no, not now, pretty similar to the first example. And then the last one, contact me in 6 months again. Now, diving into the second part of why this is beneficial. First, you don't have control over the response time, which means that they can respond within 2 minutes, 2 hours, 2 days, or not even at all for that matter. You don't have control over the conversation. By that, I mean, for example, if they ask you what's your offer and you keep asking those questions. So if you're going to give the prospect an offer, you're really going to base it on the property's condition. But what happens is that even if you ask them that question, they are not obliged to answer. They can literally just copy paste their own message and just repeat what's your offer, right? So it's their interest to get the answer that they want, not the answer that you want. And lastly, there is a very high chance of you getting ghosted. So if you ask too many questions and that is a prospect that would rather prefer hopping on a phone call than exchanging text messages, a lot of the times you will end up getting ghosted, which means that you would either have to try to call them again, put them on a drip automation, and really just hope that we're actually going to revisit that conversation. So that's pretty much concludes as to why P2C, push a call to a lead, is very important. It really all comes down to you feeling comfortable making a connection with that person or that prospect that you're engaging with and would love to end up closing a deal with. So the prospect needs to find out who you are a bit more, and the vice versa. You want to find out a bit more about who that prospect is. They want to do business with you, but it might not be the other way around. So that pretty much concludes for this video. And Max.
That's awesome. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, I think one of the biggest questions I remember people giving more on people looking to get started in launch control is assuming that, people are just going to do a deal through text. It's like, no, launch control is the lead gen tool. And it's to get people, obviously, like you said, on the phone. I mean, that's kind of the goal. Could you say that's one of the main goals of launch, is just to get people on the phone, right, that are interested?
Absolutely. I mean, not just launch in general, texting platform, any texting platform that you use is an amazing engagement tool, but nobody's going to even sell you a bike unless you get them on a phone call first, let alone a house that is $300K or even more than that. So it's really important to get them on a call and kind of break that barrier moving forward in a much smoother way. And also, most importantly, never closing the doors, never closing the conversation. Yeah. If they ask for too much money, you're not going to say, you're not the right fit for us. They might not be the right fit for you now, but they might be in a month or 2 or 3. So it's all about those follow-up efforts and capturing the right timing when those leads are actually motivated and want to let go.
Yeah, and more on the technical side too. People can have calls routed, right, to their own phone, to a business phone, whatever number they want to, or even like soft phone, right, the call rail.
Oh, absolutely. Any personal, business, office number, they can use Google Voice, any type of call tools like Ring Central, Click to Call, Call Rail. They can use 1-800 number. So pretty much any phone number that they want to get spammed on by their prospects is the one that they want to use.
And make sure you pick the right number. Pick your number responsibly.
True.
Yeah. Cool. I think that was super helpful. Thank you again for your time, Jason. We appreciate it. A lot of knowledge on the product and just years of experience working with users and such. So thank you. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for having me, Max.
Of course, brother. We'll take care.
Boom. So a little insight into the product. Again, just trying to get it more in front of you guys. So hopefully maybe some of that was review for you guys. Maybe some of it was new, just having the focus on conversation, creating meaningful conversation. And, obviously the whole goal and the reason, a large testament to launch and why it's gotten to where we are is just, we haven't been a just spray and pray type of company, right? It's always been more about fine tuning your messaging and really, connecting with the end user. Again, that's a point where we're just chatting with people here, trying to get people on the phone. We're not trying to spam people useless stuff that they don't need, or trying to get people to sign up for something they don't need. We're just genuinely, I should say, trying to connect with people. So I don't know if you guys have any questions in general. If there's anything, again, specific, let me get you my link. If you have anything specific to you and your business and your affiliate platform, definitely schedule a one-on-one versus, taking everyone's time and addressing people. If you have issues with maybe your link or whatnot, or you're not currently signed up, hopefully you guys saw I dropped the link again. So launchcontrol.us/launch-affiliate. So that's like our affiliate page. That'll give you the breakdown. Again, you guys are getting 15% lifetime value for users that sign up. So it's not just an upfront sort of payout, it's monthly. So make sure that we're not trying to push people. We don't want people on the platform that aren't going to utilize it, right? And so it's in your best interest to get quality subscribers over, because you're going to get that payment every single month automated. So once you get them on, you're all set. But yeah, that's more or less the breakdown for that. And again, that's my link. So please, if you guys have any questions with what does it mean to be an affiliate? I don't have an audience. How do I connect people? We'd love to just connect and chat with you guys. So again, that's my link there. But I can save a few minutes here. I know I don't want to take too much of your time. We're trying to keep these to 20-ish minutes, but do you have anything?
Oh yeah, I have 2 questions.
Awesome. Hit me, brother.
Okay, well, maybe I might be personal. How do I know, like, I've made 2 templates, 2 different ones, initial 1, initial 2. How do I know, like, if they're good? Like, if I put the spaces in them, because I notice sometimes, they look good to me, but then when I read them, when other people get them, they look a little not professional. How do I make sure that they look
that with our success team, brother? That's what they're equipped for. So the team that Jason is on, that's their whole role, right? So it's like, I can give you some input, but my main role is just helping our affiliates, helping you guys refer more business over. Our success team is there. Utilize them. Think of them as essentially in-house consultants. So I know you're a newer user, Abe, so definitely make sure you reach out to them.
So how do I reach out to them?
So it's just through Launch Control. So within the platform itself, through the chat, you will get connected with either support or success. And if you're having trouble get to anybody, just ping me and let me know.
Wait, so it says send us a message. I should send a message and say, I just want to speak to somebody to see if my templates are good.
Yeah. Just say, you want a review of your template. So anything like that, you guys, any product facing things, so specific in the product, definitely, of course, if you're having any issues, that support. Success is there to help you, with your messaging. Like I said, Jason is part of that team. And so that's their whole team. That's what they do. They're the best.
Abe, they've helped me out a lot too. So that question that he had about the templates. Yeah, that they're able to help you. I think you can even pay. There's a certain amount you can pay for them to write templates for you.
Yep. So we do have a copywriting service as well. Rudy, you got it 100% right. So there are some, packs you can get to actually have content pre-uploaded. But yeah, they're there to help you. Obviously, we're not saying here's Launch Control, good luck, you're on your own. They'll be there to, help you address your messaging. Obviously, You're gonna have to give input, like what are your markets? What's your buy box? Because if I have 5 templates right here, I can't just give them to everybody and it's not going to fit you all exactly. You know, you might have to
Yeah,
tweak.
makes sense.
Yeah. Appreciate that input, Rudy. Where are you based
I
out?
joined, Claire and I joined a little late. I wasn't sure what this meeting was about. I thought it was discussing when to get on the phone calls with clients while you're sending messages. And I think the last thing we saw was you had said the soft nose, like what kind of nose you're going to get, or call me later. After that, was there anything else we might have, before that, was there anything else we might have missed?
Yeah, it's all, no worries, Rudy. It's all recorded. So it's going to be
Okay, thank you.
yeah, no worries. It's all recorded. So don't worry about that. We're gonna have it. I'm gonna make sure these get into the Google Drive as well. And also, Abe, just so you know, the intercom button, little blue and white button, little blue and white message icon. You got it, I think already. So it's in the bottom left.
Yeah. I'm doing it right now. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. But Rudy, yeah. So Rudy, are you in our Facebook group or no? Launch Affiliates. Let me get this group, and then you guys can, I believe you can just request access through everyone in meeting. So right here. So check that out. Just request access. So we live stream these into there. You guys will have these all pre-recorded so you guys can check them out. But yeah, that's kind of, I have nothing else on my end for today. Again, trying to keep these to 20 minutes, but again, you guys have my link there. Hopefully you can see that as well, Rudy. My Calendly link. Of course, you're free to reach out to me anytime, you guys. max@launchcontrol.us. More than happy to hop on a call and just chat with you guys one-on-one, whether that's helping you with referrals or just getting you plugged in with the right resources.
Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely, if I have someone else join me, can I make this like a group thing, a group discussion with you?
Yeah.
Have like someone else in the meeting with me?
Of course, man. Yeah, 100%.
Awesome.
We can hop on a Zoom, get multiple people on. I'm here to help you guys. That's my main role. So whatever it is I can do on my end and what's in my power to do, I got you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cool. Of course. All right, you guys, appreciate the time. Have a great rest of your week, and let me know if you need anything. Take care.